Hello, dear aspirants. Welcome to the daily news analysis by Academy of Civil Services. My name is Dr. Sajid Putan. Let us have a look into the detailed analysis of the Hindu newspaper of 5th December 2023. The first news is the Mekong cyclone hitting Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. From this particular news, we have to learn regarding the formation of a cyclone and what is the geography behind the cyclone that is important for the GS1 of our syllabus. Mekong cyclone, the name was given by Myanmar. That is why the name looks unfamiliar to us. It is the fourth tropical cyclone of the year over the Bay of Bengal. In geography, you must have studied what is a cyclone. Cyclone is largely categorized into tropical cyclone and extratropical cyclone. Tropical cyclone normally happens between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. These details and regarding the cyclone and the different types of cyclone have been given in the news analysis PDF, which you can download by clicking the link given in the description of this video. In brief, looking into cyclone, a cyclone is a large-scale system of air that rotates around the center of a low-pressure area. You must have studied in geography that air moves from high pressure to low pressure. Then it is a central low-pressure area surrounded by the high pressure, and the wind is attracted towards that area. As we have mentioned earlier, and the categorization of the cyclones, we can categorize into tropical cyclones and extratropical cyclones. The difference between the tropical cyclones and the extratropical cyclones have been given in detail in the PDF of the analysis given in the description. You can download it from the description. The next one, today, and the election result of Mizoram was declared. The counting of the votes was done. A new political party, ZPM, has formed the government under the leadership of the Lai Dhuma, and he was a former IPS officer entered into politics. From this news, what we have to learn is regarding the state Mizoram. Mizoram is the state which has the most densest population of the tribes in India. Looking into the history of Mizoram, the formalization of Mizoram state took place in 1987 after the 53rd Amendment of Indian Constitution in 1986. Just after independence, when we made the division of state or formation of states, you must have studied regarding the S.K. Dar Committee and the Justice Fazil Ali Committee, the State Reorganization Committee. All these you must have studied in the Union and States chapter of Indian polity. Mizoram was a part of Assam. In 1954, and the Mizo region was renamed as Mizo Hill District of Assam. After that, in 1972, Mizoram was granted the status of a union territory after having an accord between the government of India and the Mizo National Front. Finally, the Mizoram and the union territory was given the full-fledged statehood as per the 53rd Amendment Act of Indian Constitution in 1986, and that came into effect in the year 1987. And the state animal of the Mizoram is Saza, and the state bird is Wavu. These are the few information regarding the state of Mizoram. As I told that Mizoram is the state with the most densest population of the tribal communities in India. The next news was regarding the statutory body, National Human Rights Commission. Death of 7 workers in the factory blast. National Human Rights Commission has given a notice to the Gujarat government on the death of 7 workers in a factory blast in Gujarat. Here, what we need to study for our civil services examination is regarding this statutory organization, National Human Rights Commission. In the Indian polity, we divide the organizations or the under government or governmental organizations into 3 categories: constitutional organization, statutory organization, an executive organization. A constitutional body is an organization mentioned under any article of Indian Constitution. For example, Election Commission of India is formed as per Article 324 of Indian Constitution. Union Public Services Commission and the States Public Services Commissions are two constitutional bodies formed under Article 315 of Indian Constitution. The next one, statutory body, any organization established by an act of parliament. For example, the National Human Rights Commission was established under the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993. Such organizations formed under an act of Indian Parliament or an act of State Legislative Assembly, we call them as statutory bodies. Next one is executive organization. An organization established by the decision of executive, that is the Union Cabinet or Council of Ministers. For example, Niti Aayog. On January 1, 2015, Prime Minister of India declared the formation of Niti Aayog through a declaration of the government. An organization formed by a declaration of government is the executive body. Now, the aim of National Human Rights Commission is to protect and promote human rights in India. It has 5 members, including the chairperson. Chairperson should be a retired Chief Justice of India. The first chairperson, when National Human Rights Commission was established in the beginning in 1993, Ranganath Mishra was the first chairperson of Human Rights Commission. Next one is Post Office Bill. Rajya Sabha has passed Post Office Bill. I hope that all of you will agree that there is a need to reform the post office. Indian postal services, they are still engaged in the traditional services of delivering and passing the letters and passing the other parcels and etc. Why they could not be involved as an e-commerce organization? More than Flipkart, Amazon, or any other e-commerce organization, India Post has a huge potential in this business, because they have the delivery service in each and every village of India and remote area of India. So far, India Post was not getting involved in the e-commerce because the law was not permitting them to do so. That is why there was a demand. There should be a reform in Indian postal services or Indian postal system. And the India Post Act and India Post Bill 2023, it repeals the Indian Post Office Act 1898, because still we were running by the British era 1898 India Postal Act. We want to repeal that. It also seeks to expand the range of services that the post office can offer, and it wants post office to get involved in financial services, insurance services, and most importantly, in e-commerce services, that is delivering the products at the doorstep of the customer. And this bill is focusing mostly on 3 parts. One is expansion of services. Expanding the services into e-commerce, into the financial services, and into the different insurance, etc. And improved customer service, improving the customer service, offering the customers that your service will be done within this particular time. Now, one of the most important issue we are facing in India Post will be the once you are sending a parcel, once you are sending a letter, you don't have any guarantee when the letter or the parcel will be delivered to the addressee. That problem should be solved by improving the customer service. There are a lot of provisions for improving customer service in the new bill. Enhanced security. Giving enhanced security, it gives. Now, another important security threat the India Postal Services is facing is that the items, sometimes some illegal items are going through the parcel of India Post. Hence, it is giving permission for the postmasters sometimes to open and see what is inside a parcel if it is suspected to be something illegal, and giving greater autonomy for the India Post to take the decisions. instead of waiting for the approval of government to improve the business and to do new initiatives, and the India Postal Department will be given more autonomy and freedom under this act. Coming to another important Indian polity news, suspension of a member of parliament. Yesterday, or the suspension of the Aam Aadmi Party member in Rajya Sabha, Raghav Chadha, was withdrawn as per the suggestion of the Privileges Committee of Indian Parliament. We can see that what is this Privileges Committee? The Privileges Committee of the Indian Parliament, the aim of this committee is to protect the privileges of the members of the Indian Parliament. Privileges are related to, and privileges and immunities of the members of parliament are related to the asking question. They should not be arrested in civil cases when the parliament session is going on. A member of parliament should not be discriminated, should not face any injustice. To ensure these matters is the duty of the Privileges Committee of Indian Parliament. Coming to another important government organization, National Crime Records Bureau. It is a body functioning under the Union Home Ministry. In the recent report of the National Crime Records Bureau, they have given an information that 1/3 of all the 2022 suicides in India were done by daily wage earners or the farmers in India. We can have a look on this organization. The National Crime Records Bureau, it is an organization that collects and analyzes the data related to criminal offenses in India. It was established originally in 1986 and it is functioning under the Ministry of Home Affairs in India. The headquarters is in New Delhi, and annually they prepare 3 reports. One is the crime in India, how much criminal offenses are being done in India. Second report is that accidental deaths and suicides in India. The recent report came yesterday was related to suicide in India. Next one, prison statistics in India. How many criminals are there in Indian prisons and how many prisons are overcrowded? How many staff are there in the prison? That is the prison statistics in India. Next one is an economic organization, an international economic organization, Asian Development Bank. We have studied in Indian economy, international economic organizations. We have studied as a chapter like WTO, World Bank, IMF. One of the most important regional financing organization in Asia is Asian Development Bank. It was in news because and Renew Science, it is a renewable energy and company. They signed pact with Asian Development Bank for $5.3 billion. We can see what is Asian Development Bank. It was an international or regional banking institution established in 1966 and their headquarters is in Manila in Philippines. It has 31 field offices around the world. At present, ADB has 68 members, of which 49 are from the Asian region. Remaining members are from outside Asia. If a question comes in the examination, Asian Development Bank has members only from Asian region, it is wrong because out of 68 members, only 49 members are from the Asian region. Remaining are from outside Asia. Majority of the Asian Development Bank's members are from the Asia Pacific region. Definitely, India is a member of Asian Development Bank. Next news is very important to read for the mains examination. The need to transform agri-food system in India. I'm not giving detailed analysis of this in the class. You must read this article in the text and context page of the today's Hindu. And inside that, there is a information regarding the Food and Agricultural Organization, National Food Security Act 2013. I have given in the detailed analysis PDF, the details information regarding the FAO and the National Food Security. And I have given you the information how you can write an answer related to transformation of the agri-food system in India in the GS3 mains examination. If a question comes, you please refer those details. We'll continue this session every day. All of you, please stay tuned for tomorrow. In the morning, I will give you a brief reel or a brief video on which are the news important from today's The Hindu. In the evening, I will give you the detailed analysis, and more detailed explanation will be there in the PDF I'm attaching under this video. Thank you all, and we will come again. Until then, bye. Good night.